So who's leading this meeting? Oh, this meeting is so boring. Could this meeting just have been an email? I just forgot what I was about to say. What is this meeting about, actually? Meetings. The daily life of a professional is filled with meetings of all kinds, from staff meetings to task forces to info sharing meetings to brainstorming meetings. You have to know how to make your meetings better. Unproductive meetings waste more than $37 billion per year in the US alone. That's billion with 3 commas. Let's stop the meeting madness. Quick, what's the most popular time for a meeting? Is it A, 9 a.m., B, 11 a.m., C, 1 p.m., or D, 4 p.m.? According to research by Cornell University, the answer is B, 11 a.m. You know what that tells me? The reason why people don't like meetings is because most of them happen at 11 a.m., and everyone is hungry and ready for lunch. Hangry meetings are always a mistake. Now let's talk about 7 more of the biggest mistakes we make in meetings and how to fix them. Meeting mistake number 1, your meeting has no goal. Have you ever had a meeting to plan a future meeting? 63% of meetings do not have a pre-planned agenda. And that's really silly. If your meeting doesn't have an agenda, then you will waste time, probably talking about possible agendas. Not having an agenda ahead of time has 2 problems. 1, people can't prep for it, so the meeting is less productive. And 2, it's way easier to get off track, so you're more likely to waste time. Very important question. What do we think about the new coffee maker? Let's take a vote. I would like to bring up a completely unrelated issue and dominate the conversation for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Unicorns, am I right? Meeting solution. Always pick a meeting purpose and make it known. Meeting mistake number 2. Your meeting looks boring. Nothing is worse than opening your calendar and seeing 9 a.m. meeting, 10 a.m. video meeting, 11 a.m. meeting with boss, 12 p.m. team meeting, 1 p.m. one-on-one meeting. One of the problems with meetings is they all blend together. So here is my secret super ninja trick to make your meetings better. Label the meeting with your goal. Brilliant! Ask yourself, what is the goal of the meeting? Is it to brainstorm or collaborate or problem solve or get an update? That is exactly what you should call your meeting. Why? Every time you see it or your invitee sees it, the meeting stands out and you prep their brain to execute on that exact goal. Research shows that when we read words like slow or cautious, we actually begin to act more slowly. When we read words like fast or speedy, we then walk more quickly. If you tell your attendees that you have a creative meeting on the calendar, they're more likely to show up in a creative mindset. Bingo! Meeting solution. Label your meeting exactly what you hope attendees will get from it. Meeting mistake number 3. Your meeting should be an email. So I wanted to have a meeting about next week's meeting. Update 1, lunch is now at 12. Yeah. Update 2, it's tuna salad, not chicken salad. Update 3, gluten-free people, you're on your own. Okay, that's it, we're done. Meetings should be focused around making important decisions or problem solving or deep discussions. Too often, meetings are used for sharing basic updates that could easily be shared in an email. Don't do this. If you think something really needs to be explained verbally, then pop on your video camera, shoot a quick video, and send it out with an email summary. Your team will thank you. Meeting solution. Double and triple check that your meetings shouldn't instead be emails. If you must explain something, send a video. Meeting mistake number 4. You're forcing people into decision fatigue. Standing meeting or sitting meeting? Present first or second? First. Coffee or water? Who's going first? So can someone take notes? Who's monitoring the phones? Can someone send follow-up notes? There is a secret killer of meeting productivity and energy. It's called decision fatigue. The more decisions that have to be made in a meeting, the more draining and ineffective they become. The single easiest thing you can do for your meetings is to reduce the amount of decisions. Here's how. Try to answer each and every one of these meeting checklist items on behalf of your attendees. Make an agenda so no one has to decide what's next. Assign roles. Who's in charge? Who's writing on the board? Make this clear. Assign a note taker. If needed, make sure you have one person in charge of notes. Assign next steps. Create a clear method for follow-up items. Make one person in charge of food and drink. Try to make it so any decisions for your attendees are only the important ones. Take care of the small ones ahead of time if you can. Meeting mistake number 5. Your meeting has an energy vampire. So I know this isn't relevant at all, but I was wondering if the company should have like an anti-mascot or an anti-vegetable. I would like to just repeat what everyone else has said, but make it sound new. Excuse me. Not to interrupt, but I'd love to share my opinion. Energy vampires. Boy, oh boy, I could talk about them for hours. I even have a free training on them. Energy vampires destroy your meetings, and you need to have a plan for them. Here are your meeting solutions for this one. First, always assign roles. A team leader can corral a distractor. Hey, I'm going to step in here so we can get on track. Second, this is why you should always have an agenda. Then you can blame the agenda when they get off topic. Hey, I'd love to talk about rainbows right now, but the agenda just doesn't have the space. Third, don't be afraid to kindly sidebar them. Interesting question. Let's talk about it after. Meeting mistake number 6. Your meeting has a cold start. Nothing is worse than an awkward icebreaker. Trust and fall should never be in the same sentence, but they don't have to be awkward. Athletes warm up before games. Musicians warm up before performances. Why don't you warm up before a meeting? Icebreakers usually suck. It's true, but not mine. Here's my meeting solution. I have 8 incredible icebreakers you can use to warm up any meeting. Meeting mistake number 7, not sweating the small stuff. I have a couple of quick meeting tips for you to make your meeting great. They're small, but they matter. Here we go. Hangry meetings are bad meetings. Try to bring snacks and bonus points for sugar. If your meeting has a goal, write it on the board or at the front of the meeting. You can do this with your agenda too. It helps keep people nice and focused. Always bring Post-it notes. You can assign tasks, write notes, or do icebreakers with them. Try standing meetings. They go faster because people are lazy. Womp womp. Your meeting starts the moment you put it on the calendar. Put everything in the notes of the calendar invite, the goal, the agenda, even the follow-ups. It's a great way to keep the history in one spot. If someone is presenting, make sure they check tech ahead of time. AV always takes forever. Does anyone know where this iPad plugs in? Make sure everyone gets a chance to speak. I like to have a list of attendees and put a check mark next to their name once they have contributed. Bonus meeting tip. Send this video to your team before your next meeting so you're all on the same page. Hi team, thanks for watching. And that's it. Even if you can do only just one of these tips, your meetings will be infinitely better. Hey, I want to tell you one more thing. You are amazing. The question is, do you know how to share it? I'd love to help. I save my very best tips for my insider subscribers. Subscribe for free at scienceofpeople.com. I know your inbox is sacred, so I promise to send you only emails you will love. Hermione Granger, did you speak? Harry Potter, did you speak? Ron.